Hello, CELO. I'm Chris Wilson, and welcome to tutorial number 5. Today we're going to learn how to write and deploy your first CELO smart contract. So let's go ahead and navigate to Datahub, scroll all the way down, and we're going to hit Start for tutorial number 5. In this tutorial, we'll create, deploy, and interact with our own smart contract on the CELO network. As we've mentioned in previous tutorials, CELO is a close cousin of Ethereum, which means we have Ethereum's rich developer ecosystem and tooling at our disposal. We will be deploying a simple Hello World smart contract to the Alfajores testnet using Datahub, Truffle, and Ganache. Since CELO runs on the Ethereum virtual machine, we can use Truffle to compile our smart contract. First step is to make sure that you have Truffle installed. You can do so by copying this code and running it in the terminal. And it is installing. And there we go. So we're going to be building on top of the same Node.js application, hence why we installed that in there. Since this tutorial is a little bit more involved, we will be creating a new Node.js project for it. Truffle comes with bare project templates, which are called boxes. They're used to speed up the development process. Since this is not a tutorial about writing Solidity smart contracts, we will use MetaCoinBox in this tutorial. This box contains a simple smart contract for sending and receiving tokens. In the project root directory, run the following command. Hit yes, and there we go. When that's done, you should see contracts, migrations, test, and truffleconfig.js. We're going to go ahead and open truffleconfig.js, delete the contents, head back over to the lesson. We're going to copy this code and put it inside that folder. Now, if you've unboxed your MetaCoin inside your project like I have, you will need to copy paste this snippet back over here in the lesson. Right here. Oh, we need all of it. You need to copy paste this and replace line 4 where it talks about the location of your env file. So we'll take that and we will paste in that new code. You notice this is a little shorter. That's going to tell our env that our this is going to tell Truffle config that our env environment file is inside here. If it's not inside here, navigate to it, right click, copy path, and enter that in right here. All right, and like always, we're going to want to make sure we saved. Excellent. Now we're going to compile the smart contract. So we're going to run this code. If everything went well and we fixed the environmental file, this should work without a hitch. Awesome. So now let's deploy the smart contract. There's two ways that we can do that. You can use Truffle to do so, or you can submit an on-chain transaction that will deploy the smart contract. We're going to go with the former for the purpose of this tutorial. So let's go ahead and copy paste this command. And then we're going to go copy paste in there. Enter. Oh, awesome. Let's go ahead and we're going to need this transaction hash to look up code if we want to. Look up the transaction. Let's go copy that. And we can explore that over here. Just pasting your transaction hash over there, hit enter. And there it is. There's all the transaction details. Now that our Metacoin smart contract has been deployed, it is time to interact with it. Let's create a new interactions.js. So let's copy that, create new file, interactions.js. I'm going to say I didn't want it to be in there, so we're going to delete it. And then I'm going to click on here, and we'll just go create new. There we go. That looks better to me. We're going to take this code, so go ahead and copy it. Let's paste it on in here. And save. There's a lot going on here, so let's break it down a little bit. After initializing contract kit and adding our account to it, we have to create a new contract instance using smart contract ABI and the address of the network this smart contract has been deployed to. Once this is done, you can call the getBalance method of our smart contract. This call should output balance before 10,000, as this is the initial amount assigned to our address. Next step is to send 100 tokens to a different address. Here we first create a transaction object and then send it to the CELO Alfajores node for processing. Once this transaction is completed, we call getBalance to check if our balance has been updated. If all went well, the output should read balance after 9900. Okay, it's time to run the script. So we will copy this and put it into our terminal. Enter. Balance before 10,000, that's what we're looking for, and 9,900. Congratulations! You've just interacted with your own instance of a smart contract deployed on the CELO Alfajores testnet. In this tutorial, we learned quite a lot. We took a quick look at one of Ethereum's most powerful development tools, Truffle. We used it to compile our smart contracts. Then we deployed our smart contracts with few lines of JavaScript code and called 2 methods on that smart contract. The complete code for this tutorial can be found on GitHub. We have only covered a very small area of contract development. We invite you to keep experimenting on your own, and we will be providing more advanced CELO tutorials shortly to help you get to the next level. Now, before we finish here, this is the last tutorial of the pathway. Let's go ahead and verify, make sure everything's proper. Look at that. So after you verify, you can go down here to submit to earn and click on that and fill it out, and that's how you can earn your money for completing this tutorial. One thing I would like to point out is for this final step to work, you will have to have script permissions to run scripts on your machine. And if you do not have your settings or you have a Windows machine, the default is going to be unsigned. So you're going to want to change that inside of here, your PowerShell, not inside of this terminal. Or at least it didn't work for me when I tried it that way. I had to use this under administrator. I'd run it as administrator and then reassign the categories in which packets. So basically like this. You'll have to set the execution policy. And then your remote signs and stuff. So here's a little resource for you. And this is what I had to do. All right, and that concludes it. If you had any difficulties following this tutorial or simply want to discuss CELO and Datahub tech with us, you can join our discourse community in the link down below. I look forward to seeing you there, and happy coding.